गुड मॉर्निंग माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं हूं दीपक और आप देख रहे हैं दीपक ही कर्नर। टुडे इन दिस क्लास वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द change in magnetic flux such that we will get the induced EMF. Okay, how it is changing? That means whenever we will change the area, at that time also the magnetic flux will change and we will get induced EMF. Next, we will change by the orientation of the plane, such that again magnetic flux will change and hence EMF will induce. Okay, so first of all we will see the motional EMF. That is, it depends on the area, it depends on the change in the area. How? Let's see it here. The definition: the EMF produced on the conductor due to its motion inside the magnetic field. Whenever the one conductor is having motion, means it must be moving, conductor must be moving inside the magnetic field, then also we are getting the EMF. That EMF is called motional EMF because conductor is in motion, conductor is moving. The derivation of motional EMF, that is, we have to calculate the expression for motional EMF. Let's consider an U shape of rail. That means it is one type of conductor on which a conductor of length L is placed and it is moving with velocity v inside the magnetic field B. B का डायरेक्शन किस तरफ है? into the green board. Okay, और इसका वेलोसिटी ये है. Got it? Such that it is making the area like this. ये कंडक्टर इस तरफ जा रहा है. That means this is the area bounded by this conductor. Yes or no? So since it is having area and area is changing, therefore the magnetic flux is also changing because magnetic flux means BA cos theta. So here A is changing, that's why magnetic flux will also change. Since magnetic flux will change, the EMF will be induced and we have to calculate that. So here 5 magnetic flux is equal to what? B dot A, which is equal to BA cos theta. Now we have to find what is the value of theta in this case. What is theta here? Theta is the angle between magnetic field vector and area vector. What is the direction for the area vector? It is normal to that plane. So here this is the area, so it is normal means either into or outward, so we will consider into. That means both are having 0 degree, so theta is equal to 0 degree, so therefore cos 0 is equal to what? Cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay, therefore B is equal to what? B is equal to only BA because theta is equal to 0 degree because it is moving in this direction. This is the plane and the direction of this plane is normal to this plane and magnetic field is also normal to this plane. So the angle between magnetic field vector and area bounded by this conductor with the U-shaped rail is same. The angle is 0 degree. Okay, so here theta equal to 0 degree, therefore BA cos theta can be replaced as B into A. But again we have to calculate the area. So area is equal to length into breadth. So here this is the length of the conductor and let x is the distance between the conductor to the extreme position of this U-shaped rail. Then this is your x. So what is the area? Area is length into breadth. So we have written L into x here. Now we will see the change in magnetic flux. Therefore we can write induced EMF is equal to negative of d phi by dt. This negative is from Lenz law. Okay, so this one is equal to minus d by dt of BLX. Already we have written that word, that is magnetic flux equal to B dot L dot X. So again B and L, that is magnetic field is constant throughout this picture and L is the length of the conductor, which is again a constant thing, so we will taken it out. then dx by dt. What is dx by dt? Dx by dt is nothing but the velocity v. Yes or no? Velocity is equal to displacement by time. So this is displacement by time. So this is our dx by dt is equal to v. So now we can write this one as minus blv. What this negative sign indicates here? Negative sign indicates that the velocity is in that direction in which displacement is decreasing, x is decreasing, x डिक्रीज होते होते जा रहा है, इसीलिए इधर नेगेटिव वैल्यू आ रहा है. गॉट इट? सो नेगेटिव सिंबल ये उसको इंपोर्टेंस देता है, दैट इज dx by dt. Velocity is in that direction in which the displacement is decreasing. Got it? Suppose इस तरफ आता होता, suppose कंडक्टर इस तरफ आ रहा होगा, then it is positive. Okay, so mode EMF we can write this one as BLV. Next we can write induced current. Induced current is what? Induced EMF divided by R, where R is the resistance of this conductor RS. ओके, सो कंडक्टर, ये जो कंडक्टर है RS कंडक्टर है, RS कंडक्टर का रेजिस्टेंस R है. सो इज इक्वल टू BLV डिवाइडेड बाय R. हियर यू कैन राइट डाउन वेयर R इज द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ कंडक्टर, resistance of conductor RS. We had given the name this one as RS. Okay, the point RS. Okay, so this is our induced current. Next we have to calculate what is the direction of this current. Current किस तरफ होना चाहिए, इस तरफ या उस तरफ? The direction of current is given by Fleming's right hand rule. That means we can give the direction for this induced current by using right hand rule. How? Let's see. If we stretch our right hand such that forefinger, central finger and thumbs are mutually perpendicular to each other, and forefingers gives the direction for magnetic field, thumbs gives the direction for force or velocity, then central finger will give the direction for induced current. Okay, so here magnetic field is indicated by forefinger and force is in this direction or velocity, then central finger is giving the direction for current. So here current will be in this direction as per the Fleming's right hand rule. So current is in this direction means current is flowing like this. इस तरह करंट फ्लो होगा. सो इट मस्ट बी द क्लोज्ड वन. क्यों? क्योंकि ये यू शेप रेल जैसा हुआ है, ट्रैक जैसा हुआ है, उसके ऊपर एक कंडक्टर है और कंडक्टर मूव कर रहा है मींस इट इज फ्लोइंग लाइक दिस. एंड द ईएमएफ कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड बाय कनेक्टिंग द टर्मिनल्स बिटवीन दिस टू, अक्रॉस दिस टू टर्मिनल्स. ओके, दो वायर लेंगे और वहीं से कनेक्ट करके हम पोटेंशियल और ईएमएफ वी कैन generate, we can measure. Okay, so this is little bit important. Fleming's right hand rule. What does it mean, Fleming's right hand rule? When we stretch our right hand such that forefinger, central finger and thumbs are mutually perpendicular to each other, and forefingers giving the direction for magnetic field, whereas thumbs gives the direction for either force or velocity, then central finger will give the direction for induced current. Okay, like that you have to calculate the direction for the current. Again we have to calculate the power required to move the conductor. That means we need some power to move this conductor. ये कंडक्टर जो है इसको मूव करने के लिए हमें कुछ पावर चाहिए, and that expression we have to calculate here. Okay, already we got the induced current, and since this conductor is having the current inside the magnetic field, magnetic field है और ये current है, so हमें क्या होगा, एक force इसके ऊपर act होगा. What is that one? F equal to ILB sin theta. that means when a current carrying conductor is placed inside the magnetic field, then the force is acting on that conductor and having the value F equal to ILB sin theta, where theta is the angle between current element or small length and magnetic field. Okay, so here is also same thing, because current is there inside this conductor and this conductor is placed inside the magnetic field, so one force is acting on this conductor. That force F is equal to ILB sin theta. Now we will going to calculate this one. Here theta is equal to what? 90 degree. How? Because this is the length and magnetic field is inside. That means magnetic field is inside and this is the conductor. So it is like this 90 degree. Got my point? अंदर की तरफ है और एक नीचे की तरफ है. So both are making 90 degree. So here theta is equal to 90 degree. Sin 90 is equal to 1. Therefore F is equal to ILB. Again, already this is the induced currents and all we had already calculated. We have already calculated, that is BLV divided by R, where R is the resistance of that conductor. So now F can be written as B square L square into V. B square L square into V divided by R. This is the force. Next we have to calculate the power. What is the value of power? Already we know that power is equal to what? Force into velocity. So force is this one into velocity of this conductor. So now the result or the expression would become this one. P is equal to B square L square V square divided by R. That is the power required to move the conductor. इतना अगर power नहीं देंगे, then the conductor will not move. उसको move नहीं कर पाएंगे. Got it? So उतना power जरूरी है उसको इधर उधर मूव करने के लिए. Got it? What is the direction of this force? Can you say me? What is the direction of this force? इसके ऊपर force किस तरफ होगा? Force is in this direction. क्यों? Because length is this one and magnetic field is inside, so force is in this direction. Okay, so force इस तरफ होगा और हम पावर देंगे किस तरफ? इस तरफ. थोड़ा सा उसको ज्यादा होना चाहिए. That is power given to the conductor such that conductor will move and it will give the induced EMF or induced current. Got it? Next important point is that relation between induced charge and change in magnetic flux. Where we are getting induced charge? On that conductor. क्योंकि करंट जा रहा है, that means it must having the charge. और वो चार्ज इंड्यूस्ड हो रहा है because it is from the induced EMF and hence induced current. इसीलिए उसको क्या बोलेंगे? Induced charge. So what is the relation between induced charge and change in magnetic flux? Again, H mod E is equal to what? D phi by dt, which is del phi upon del t. Again, I is equal to what? Mod E divided by R, that is equal to 1 by R into del phi by del t. So that implies we can write current I is equal to del Q upon del T, charge upon time, ratio of the charge to the time, which is your current. So this equal to 1 by R del phi upon del T. Del T will cancel each other. So what remains? Del Q is equal to del phi upon R. So here induced charge is depending on change in magnetic flux. Whether it does not depend on the change in rate of magnetic flux. It does not depend upon rate of change of magnetic flux. It does not depend upon del T. Okay, at which time magnetic flux is changing? It is not depending. It depends only on change in magnetic flux. It directly depends on the change in magnetic flux. Okay, ये time के ऊपर depend नहीं करता है. ये only किस पे depend कर रहा है? It depends only the change in magnetic flux and the resistance of that wire or the conductor. Okay. Next we will see by changing the orientation of the plane or plane corresponding to the coil, how we are getting EMF. That we have to see, because magnetic flux phi is equal to what? B A cos theta. So there are three parameters here. All of us know that whenever we will change the magnetic field, magnetic flux is changing, and since magnetic flux is changing, so d phi by dt must change, which is equal to your induced EMF. So whenever we will change the magnetic field, magnetic flux will change and it will induce the EMF. Next, we saw in motional EMF that whenever we change the area, at that time magnetic flux is changing and it is induced EMF. Got it? Next one is that whenever we are changing the orientation, what does it mean? Orientation, that means here theta indicates the angle between magnetic field vector and area vector. Suppose we are changing this angle, then also the value, total value phi is changing. That means magnetic flux will change. Since magnetic flux will change, we will get induced EMF. Why? Because magnetic flux is changing means d phi by dt obviously will change, which will give you the induced EMF. Got my point? So now we will see how this angle will change such that we will get induced EMF, and this theory is based on AC, alternating current. We will get from here alternating current, how the alternating current will produced. This is the theory. Okay, so all of you must understand this concept, how we are getting the alternating current. Okay, let's see. Now we will proceed for the derivation. First of all, we have to place one coil inside the magnetic field such that its normal, that means normal of this coil and magnetic field are having the angle theta. Okay, the angle between its normal and magnetic field is theta. And again, since the orientation will change, therefore suppose the plane is like this inside the magnetic field, then this plane must be rotating or changing such that the angle between its normal and magnetic field will always change, so that magnetic flux will change and hence we will get the induced EMF and we will get the induced current. Okay, so let omega equal to theta by t is the angular velocity of the coil. Omega is angular velocity. Angular velocity is equal to angular displacement by time. So here theta is the now angular displacement, because theta is the angle. So theta by t will give you the angular velocity. Okay. So again, as omega equal to theta by t, so theta is equal to what? Omega into t. Okay. Now come to the magnetic flux. Magnetic flux is equal to what? BA cos theta. So in place of theta we write theta is equal to omega t. Theta is equal to omega t. So phi is equal to BA cos omega t. Again, induced EMF is equal to what? Induced EMF is equal to minus d phi by dt, which is equal to minus d by dt of whole total things, total term BA cos omega t. Now we will do the differentiation here. After differentiation we will get this one as E equal to BA omega sin omega t. Suppose the coil is having n number of turns, capital N number of turns, then total induced EMF is equal to what? N into BA omega sin omega t. Okay, again N is the constant, B is also magnetic field, it is also constant, area is also constant, and omega is the angular velocity or angular frequency of the coil. So these four parameters are always constant, therefore we can write this one as one constant term, that is E naught. Okay, E naught is equal to NBA omega, and this one is sin omega t, or omega t can be written as also theta, because this one theta is equal to omega t. Got my point? So now we are getting that E is equal to E naught sin omega t. Since it is one of the sinusoidal form, therefore we are getting the EMF as alternating EMF. That means EMF will change. After few moments, the EMF will change. Again, few moments, again EMF will change. Got my point? We will see that one how it is going to change. But this is the value E is equal to E naught sine omega t. This is the complete scenario how we are getting the alternating current, or here alternating EMF, induced EMF. This is north pole, south pole, so having magnetic field in this direction. What we have done, the coil, that means the coil, एक होता है इस तरह का इंसुलेटेड, उसके ऊपर एक कॉइल देते हैं, फिर दूसरा कॉइल, फिर तीसरा कॉइल, ऐसा. सो रेक्टेंगुलर कॉइल सपोज वी आर कंसीडरिंग हियर. सो ये एक कॉइल हो गया. ये इस कॉइल का प्लेन जो है ऐसा है. गॉट माय पॉइंट? पॉइंट ऐसा है, लाइक दिस. सपोज दिस इज द प्लेन. ओके, ये एक, ये जो अपर सरफेस देख रहे हो ना इसका, ये हो गया एक कॉइल. इस कॉइल का प्लेन हो गया इस तरफ, और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड किस दिशा में है? इस दिशा में. सो नाउ क्या हो रहा है, इसका जो नॉर्मल है, नॉर्मल और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड दोनों का एक ही दिशा हो रहा है कि नहीं? सो थीटा इज इक्वल टू हियर 0. सिंस theta is equal to 0, so put here theta is equal to 0, sin 0 equal to 0, so induced EMF is equal to what? It will become 0. So if we plotted the graph, this is the point at point 0. Okay, this is either you can write theta or equal to omega t, whatever you can write, or sometimes it may be given as time t axis also, because t multiplied with angular वेलोसिटी और एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी. कुछ भी लिखो, थीटा लिखो, ओमेगा टी लिखो और टी लिखो, ये लेकिन सेम नहीं है. ओमेगा टी नॉट इक्वल टू टी. ओके, सो ये अभी 0 हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट क्या किए हैं? नेक्स्ट ये घूम रहा है. दिस प्लेन इज मूविंग, गॉट इट? सो ये पहले ऐसा था, बाद में ऐसा हो गया. ऐसा हो गया मतलब इसका नॉर्मल ये है और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इन दिस डायरेक्शन. सो एंगल इज अगेन 90 डिग्री हियर. सो सेकेंड टाइम में कितना हो गया एंगल? एंगल 90 डिग्री. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू? sin पाई बाय 2 1. सो E इक्वल टू कितना होगा? पॉजिटिव E नॉट. व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस इज E इक्वल टू E नॉट साइन ओमेगा टी. साइन ओमेगा टी, ओमेगा टी का वैल्यू हो गया तुम्हारा 90 डिग्री. सो दिस वन विल बिकम पॉजिटिव 1. सो E इक्वल टू प्लस पॉजिटिव E नॉट. गॉट इट? सिमिलरली पाई पुट करो, whenever it will pi, that means एक बार ऐसा था, फिर घूम के ऐसा हो गया. Got my point? So at that time again sin pi will give you the 0. So E equal to what? 0. Next क्या हो जाएगा? 3 pi by 2 हो जाएगा. At that time what you will get? You will get -1, and the value of induced EMF is E equal to minus E naught. Got it? इस टाइम में हो गया ये pi, इस टाइम में हो गया 3 बाय पाई 2. सो माइनस हो जाएगा. सो वैल्यू कितना होगा? E इक्वल टू माइनस E नॉट. गॉट माई पॉइंट? अगेन जब थीटा इक्वल टू अगेन 2 पाई हो जाएगा, देन अगेन इट विल कम टू 0. गॉट इट? और इस तरह से ये हमें वैल्यू देता रहेगा. गॉट माई पॉइंट? सो ये ऐसा ही चलता रहेगा जब तक ये ओरिएंटेशन, मतलब इसका पोजीशन चेंज होता रहेगा, एंगल. Then at that time we are getting the EMF as not a single value. EMF is not giving the single value, rather we are getting the multiples value. क्यों multiples value? देखो ये 0 में 0 था, अभी इस टाइम में ये हो गया वैल्यू, अभी थोड़ा आगे जाने के बाद ये हो जाएगा, फिर जब पाई बाय 2 हो जाएगा मैक्सिमम पॉजिटिव में, फिर मतलब ये वैल्यू क्या हो रहा है? चेंज हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स द इंड्यूस्ड EMF now it is varying मतलब चेंज हो रहा है. that means it changes continuously with respect to whom? with respect to time, क्योंकि टाइम के हिसाब से वो प्लेन घूमता रह रहा है. Got it? कॉइल जो है घूम रहा है, घूमने के बाद तुम्हारा जो है इंड्यूस्ड EMF चेंज हो रहा है. Got my point? Since induced EMF is changing, so our induced current is equal to what? E by R. वो जो कॉइल होगा उसका रेजिस्टेंस होगा श्योर. सो E by R which is equal to E naught by R. R is also a constant thing. सो उसमें हम क्या किए हैं, दोनों को एक साथ लिख दिए हैं. सो दिस वन इज I naught. I naught is nothing but your NBA omega divided by R. Okay, so I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Now we are getting the current here, and this current is also changing with respect to whom? With respect to time. That's why this current, what we got here, that is your alternating current, because it changes the direction. पहले थोड़ा सा पॉजिटिव था, बाद में नेगेटिव. हम जहां से पोटेंशियल ईएमएफ भी कैलकुलेट करेंगे, ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, एक बार पॉजिटिव इस तरफ, नेगेटिव इस तरफ आएगा, दूसरी बार क्या होगा, इस तरफ नेगेटिव इस तरफ पॉजिटिव आ जाएगा. यहीं पे अगर ये पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव होगा, इस तरह नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. गॉट माय पॉइंट? सो दिस इज ऑल्टरनेटिंग ईएमएफ, alternating EMF, and this one is your alternating current. Got my point? So this is the theory of AC, or we can say generator. AC generator में भी ऐसा ही होता है. So this is the theory of AC. How we are getting the alternating current means this is the scenario. Whenever orientation of the coil is changed with respect to the magnetic field, at that time we will get the AC. Generator में भी वैसा ही होता है. डीसी जनरेटर हो या डीसी जनरेटर जो डीजी बोलते हैं, उसमें भी उस टाइप होता है. कैसे होगा? एट दैट टाइम वी विल सी. जनरेटर जैसे पढ़ेंगे. हाँ देखो, उसमें क्या होता है, कॉइल एक होता है, कॉइल को घुमाते हैं, पहले घुमाएंगे, एक बार घूम जाएगा ना, उसके बाद वो तुरंत अपने आप ही करंट देना शुरू करेगा. गॉट इट? उसको घुमाने के लिए आइदर वी हैव टू गिव द मैकेनिकल एनर्जी. पहले आता था जनरेटर जिसमें हम क्या धागा लगा के खींचते थे मतलब वो कॉइल को घुमाते थे, ऐसे घूमता है अंदर. कॉइल एक बार अगर घूम गया, उसके बाद क्या होगा, ऑटोमेटिकली वो घूमता रहेगा. गॉट माय पॉइंट? हाँ, क्यों घूमेगा क्यों नहीं वो बाद में देखेंगे. बट सिंस इट इज मूविंग मतलब ऐसा नहीं, रोटेटिंग हो रहा है. गॉट इट? सिंस इट इज रोटेटिंग, दैट्स व्हाई द ओरिएंटेशन विल चेंज, एंड सिंस ओरिएंटेशन इज चेंजिंग, magnetic flux is changing, that's why EMF is induced, hence we are getting induced current. Okay, next topic is the eddy current. Eddy current, what does it mean? Eddy current, the current produced inside the metallic body when the magnetic flux linked with them changes. That means whenever we will place the metallic body where the magnetic flux is changing, कहीं पे भी मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स अगर चेंज हो रहा है और उधर कुछ मेटालिक बॉडी कंडक्टर आ गया, दैट मींस ऑन दैट कंडक्टर द इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ विल जनरेट एज वेल एज इंड्यूस्ड करंट विल जनरेट. ओके, एंड दैट करंट इज कॉल्ड एडी करंट. व्हाट माय पॉइंट? सो ये कैसा होता है, जैसे कि करंट वाटर में देखे होगे. व्हाट इट? हाँ, दैट मींस इट वुड बी लाइक दिस वन, व्हेरपूल बोलते हैं, WHIRL, whirlpool, और eddies, EDDIES, it looks like eddies. हाँ, पानी में जैसे नहीं होता है, नहीं खेलता है. What my point? हाँ, उस तरफ होता है ये. सडनली कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. That means suppose this is the metallic body placed inside the magnetic field, and the magnetic field is changing, then magnetic flux is changing. Suppose magnetic flux change हो रहा है, then at a certain point, कहीं पे भी हो सकता है, it may be at the edges also. So कहीं पे भी एक हो सकता है, धीरे धीरे क्या होगा, वो सर्कुलर होते होते बढ़ता जाएगा. It is unnecessarily creating by themselves. Automatically it creates because this is the conductor and it is placed in the magnetic field where magnetic flux is changing. That's why current is produced जनरली. कहीं से भी करंट प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है, कहीं से भी. सो वो क्या होता है हमारे लिए, कहीं कहीं डिसएडवांटेज हो जाता है और कहीं कहीं एडवांटेज. कहां पे एडवांटेज होगा, जहां पे मतलब करंट की जरूरत है. दैट मीन्स ऑल ऑफ अस नो दैट I²R into T, दिस इज द एनर्जी. सो इन केस ऑफ इंडक्शन फर्नेस हो गया, इंडक्शन मोटर, स्पीडोमीटर, इलेक्ट्रिक वेक्स और एनर्जी मीटर, इसमें क्या होता है, हमें एनर्जी चाहिए. सिंस हमें एनर्जी चाहिए, सो वी आर पुटिंग मेटालिक बॉडीज सच दैट इट विल क्रिएट द ईएमएफ ऑटोमेटिकली उसमें ईएमएफ जनरेट होता है और करंट आता है, और करंट के वजह से क्या होता है, करंट आ गया एक बार मतलब उसमें रेजिस्टेंस होगा, और कुछ वक्त के बाद उसमें एनर्जी भी आ जाएगा. गॉट इट? एंड दैट एनर्जी वी आर यूटिलाइजिंग इट. Okay, so all these are the applications of the AD current, uses of the AD current. कुछ होता है स्पीडोमीटर, मतलब बाइक में देखे होगे ना स्पीडोमीटर पॉइंटर, वही होता है तुम्हारा एडी करंट के हिसाब से वो फॉलो करते हैं क्योंकि हमें चाहिए वो. सो उसमें हम मेटालिक बॉडी यूज करते हैं जो कि ऑटोमेटिकली करंट पैदा कर सके. सिमिलरली इलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेक्स मेट्रो ट्रेन में यूज होता है इलेक्ट्रिक ब्रेक्स. एनर्जी मीटर, घर में जो मीटर यूज करते हैं ना उसमें भी जो गोल गोल घूमता है अंदर देखे हो प्लेट जैसा होता होगा, वो ऑटोमेटिकली घूमता है. गॉट इट? दैट विल बी जनरेटेड बाय दिस वन, हीट प्रोड्यूस्ड ड्यू टू करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू द रेजिस्टर जैसे. गॉट इट? उसी के लिए वो एडी करंट हम यूज करते हैं, लेकिन एडी करंट हमेशा यूजफुल नहीं होता है क्योंकि दिस इज जनरली प्रोड्यूस्ड, सो इट इज वन टाइप ऑफ वेस्टेज यू कैन से. ओके, जहां पे जरूरत नहीं है एनर्जी उधर ये हमें यूज करना नहीं चाहिए. सो वी कैन रिड्यूस द एडी करंट बाय मेकिंग नैरो स्लॉट्स. कैसा होता है देखो, ये एक मेटल प्लेट हो गया, मैं अगर इसको काट देता हूं इस तरह लाइक दिस, अगेन दिस वन लाइक दिस. गॉट इट? सो नैरो स्लॉट करने के बाद क्या होगा, बड़ा सर्कुलर करंट नहीं हो पाएगा, ये छोटा सा होगा. ऐसा अगर है लाइक दिस, देन ये छोटा सा करंट जनरेट करेगा. गॉट इट? सो करंट अगर कम हो जाएगा देन एनर्जी ड्यू टू दिस इंड्यूस्ड करंट इज ऑल्सो लेस एंड वी कैन मिनिमाइज आवर लॉस. गॉट इट? सिमिलरली बाय मेकिंग लेमिनेटेड मतलब जानते हो लेमिनेशन करना, जैसे कि हो गया पॉलीथीन देना. सो इसके ऊपर भी क्या करते हैं, एक कंडक्टर ले लिए उसके ऊपर एक लेमिनेट कर लेंगे पॉलीथीन, फिर दूसरा लगाएंगे, फिर तीसरा, जैसे कि उसके और इसके बीच में एक इंसुलेटर आ जाना चाहिए. अगर इंसुलेटर आ गया देन करंट विल नॉट फ्लो. गॉट माय पॉइंट? अगर करंट फ्लो नहीं करेगा देन एनर्जी लॉस नहीं होगा और हम अपना काम अच्छे से कर पाएंगे. गॉट इट? Okay, so this is the reduction method and this is the application of eddy current. Eddy current single mark में आता है. And what is the shape of this one? It is eddies. ऐसा होता है, गोल 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 ऐसा होता है. whirlpool, whirlpool फ्रिज में जैसे बताता है ना, ऐसा ऐसा करके whirlpool. Got it? जैसे अभी फ्लोर में हो गया, पानी बहता है जहां पे करंट ज्यादा होता है तुरंत एक सर्कुलर करके आ जाता है. That is like that shape of that one. Okay, so that is your eddy current. Got my point? Okay, thank you everyone.